Welcome back. Bienvenidos de nuevo. I am Ana Rodriguez, the Program Manager here at the Southside Organizing Center. Soy Ana Rodríguez, la gerente de programas aquí en el Centro de Organización del Lado Sur. Thank you for allowing me to be with you today for the Fall Primary Elections Day. Gracias por permitirnos estar con ustedes hoy para el día de las elecciones primarias del otoño. Please note that we will be doing today's Vote-A-Thon in both English and Spanish. Tenga en cuenta que estaremos haciendo el Vote-A-Thon de hoy en inglés y en español. Giving you updates and keeping you informed, just a reminder that the polls are open today until 8 p.m. So that means you have one more hour to go out and vote. Dándoles actualizaciones y manteniéndonos informados, solo un recordatorio, las urnas están abiertas hoy hasta las 8 p.m., significando que tienen una hora más para salir e ir a votar. A ver, vamos a ver qué más. If you are here with us now, please say hello in the comments so we can greet you. Si estás aquí con nosotros ahora, por favor de saludarnos en los comentarios para que podamos saludarte. First thing, I wanted to show you how to find your polling place. I will be sharing my screen with you to guide you through the steps. Sharing my screen if you go onto myvote.wi.gov. Lo primero que quería mostrarles era cómo encontrar tu lugar de votación. Compartiré mi pantalla contigo para guiarte a través de los pasos. Si vas a la página de myvote.wi.gov, ahí podrán obtener esta información. You can see there's a lot. First thing, if we go on to find my polling place and you scroll down, you have to add your address. I'm going to add SOC's address here. Lo primero que tienen que hacer es apretar el botón que dice encontrar mi lugar de votación. Después, tendrán que poner su dirección aquí donde, como lo ven, yo he puesto la dirección de SAC. And then let's click search. You can see there's a lot of information needed for any election, but right now we will focus more on finding my polling place, especially because some of the voting boundaries have changed and some of you may have a new voting place. This is called redistricting, which is a result of the census. Pueden ver que se necesita mucha información para cualquier elección, pero ahora nos informaremos más en encontrar mi lugar de votación, especialmente porque algunos de los límites de votación han cambiado y algunos de ustedes pueden tener un nuevo lugar de votación. Esto se llama redistribución de distritos, que es el resultado del censo. Now, here it will show us where your polling place is. For example, since I put SOC's address, the location that's given us is a school with the address. So ahora, como puse la dirección de SAC, aquí no está saliendo que el lugar donde tendremos que ir a votar sería Dorfler School y ahí se encuentra la dirección. If you continue to scroll down, you will also find a map as well as a sample ballot. These are all the different candidates running in the district. Si continúa desplazándose hacia abajo, encontrará el mapa y el boletín de muestra. Esos son los diferentes candidatos que se postulan en su distrito. Now, to look at the ballot, In this election, sometimes people get confused. But as we see on the ballot, it says this is a partisan primary election. You may only vote within one political party, either Democratic, Republican, Libertarian, Constitution. You will be able to vote in nonpartisan contests. Esta es una elección primaria partidista. Solo puede votar dentro de un partido político, demócrata, republicano, libertario, constitución. Podrá votar en concursos de partidista también. As you can see, there are more candidate races in the fall than there were in the spring election. This is because in the fall we vote for U.S. senators, U.S. representatives, Wisconsin governors, lieutenant governors, secretary of state, state treasurers, state attorneys, generals, state senate, state assembly, and Milwaukee County sheriffs, as well as the Milwaukee County clerk of circuit courts. Como puede ver, hay más carreras de candidatos en esta elección general que en la primavera. Esto se debe a que en el otoño votamos por el senador de los Estados Unidos, representante de los Estados Unidos, gobernador de Wisconsin, vicegobernador, secretario de Estado, tesorero del Estado, fiscal general del Estado, Senado del Estado, asambleado del Estado, alguacil del condado de Milwaukee y secretario de tribunal del circuito del condado de Milwaukee. So after sharing that information, I will be now sharing interviews with key organizations for you to have other important information, including Souls to the Polls, with Anita Johnson, discussing a ride to get to the polls. So, voy a estar enseñándoles, ahora compartiré entrevistas grabadas con organizaciones claves para que tengan otra información importante, que incluyen Souls to the Polls con Anita Johnson discutiendo necesitando un raite para llegar a las urnas, League of Women Voters, Judith, just discussing what does your organization do to support the Latino vote. La Liga de Mujeres Votantes con Judith, discutiendo qué haces tu organización para apoyar el voto latino. Vote Writers with Nick Ramos, discussing how to get help from beginning to end for no charge to get your voter ID. Y luego el otro video será de Nick Ramos discutiendo cómo obtener ayuda a principio a fin sin cargo para obtener una identificación de votantes. En unos segundos los videos saldrán para poder mostrarles. Son los videos.
All right, hello, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Jinx. I am a program assistant at SOC, and today I'm joined with a guest from Souls to the Polls. Welcome, Anita. Could you introduce yourself and discuss your role with your organization?
My name is Anita Johnson. I am the Outreach and Educational Specialist for Souls to the Polls.
All right, awesome. And then could you go more into about what your organization does?
Well, Souls to the Polls does a lot of things, but my specific goal or job in working with Souls to the Polls is to update the public on the changes in the voting laws, how it will affect them when they go to the polls to vote, train groups on how to register people to vote, also advise and assist anybody that might need Wisconsin state ID so they can vote.
All right, and with primary elections right here happening in Milwaukee, is there anything specific that Souls to the Polls does for the community? Like, is there any assistance there with voting? I know sometimes you'll need an ID and as well, there might be rides needed.
Well, right now, the early vote is on. We are giving rides to the polls. Last Monday, we did a press conference to encourage people to get out to vote early because that was the first day of early vote. I believe that was on the 26th. We have canvass in neighborhoods where polling sites have been changed because it's unusual for polling sites to be changed more than once in a year's time. And I believe in Sherman Park, Ward 323, their polling site was changed twice. So we canvassed that area to let people know that their polling site has been changed. If people need assistance in getting a photo ID, a temporary photo ID so they can vote, we usually advise them on what to do and go to the DMV with them and assist them as much as we can so they can get a temporary ID to vote with. So it's the rides to the polls, the vote, the rides to the polls. I know I said that twice. What else did we do? Canvassing and updating people with the changes so that when they go to the polls, they'll know what's expected of them. And that really happened with the change of the polling sites for Ward 323 in Sherman Park. So basically that's what we do before the election, but we work all year round in educating and training people as far as voting is concerned.
All right, awesome. And is there a contact number that people can, call and ask, and maybe they have no idea where to go to or how to get this information?
They can go to www.myvote.wi.gov. It would give them all the information that they need. They cannot register to vote at this time online. They have to go to the polling site and register to vote because even you can do it, but it won't register. So you can't, it's down. You can't do that online now. www.myvote.wi.gov will tell you where your polling site is. It will tell you if your absentee ballot has been counted. It will tell you where your polling site is. I'm trying to think of who's running in your area. And all you have to do is put in your address. It will tell you where to go. It will tell you who you should vote for. So it's a valuable site for everybody to go to.
All right. Thank you for all that information. Is it all right if one of us shares? I know there's a phone number for Souls to the Polls.
Oh, sure. They could call Reverend Greg if they, well, it all depends on what they want. If they need a speaker to come and motivate people about Souls to the Polls, they can call Reverend Greg. If they need education or training, they can call me at 414-899-3386. And Reverend Greg is 414-324, I believe. Let me just look that up. 324-1629, 414-324-1629. So if you need any information or you need for him to come and speak, he'll be happy to come and do that.
All right, awesome. Thank you for those phone numbers. Very valuable information there, especially with the My Vote website. And you can find all that information there.
Any information you want to know about voting, you can find that on the My Vote website.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you.
So if they have any questions about voting and they're still not sure, if you go online and you can't figure it out, please give me a call and I can help you over the phone or assist you over the phone with registering to vote, getting an absentee ballot, or figuring out where you should go to vote.
All right, perfect. All right, very valuable information. These are the primary elections happening, and of course that is up for when the November elections come up, the main elections. Very important seats coming up as well. Thank you so much for your time, Miss Anita Johnson. Again, this was Miss Anita with Souls to the Polls, and my name is Jinx with SOC, Southside Organizing Center. You guys have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us today. My name is Ana Rodriguez, the program manager here at SOC. Today we have a guest joining us from the League of Women Voters. Welcome, Judy. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Anna. My name is Judith Chugurensky Gomez. I'm a retired teacher of English as a second language, Spanish, and adult education. And I'm a member of the League of Women Voters of Milwaukee, and I worked particularly at the Comité por el Voto Latino almost since its inception.
Thank you. And then, hola y gracias por acompañarnos hoy. Mi nombre es Ana Rodríguez, la gerente del programa aquí en SAC. Hoy tenemos una invitada que se une a nosotros de la Liga de Mujeres Votantes. Bienvenida, Judy. Preséntate, por favor.
Sí, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias por su invitación. Buenos días a todos. Mi nombre es Judith Chugurensky Gómez. Soy profesora jubilada de español, inglés como segunda lengua y educación para adultos. Y vengo como representante del Comité por el Voto Latino de Milwaukee, que es parte de la Liga de Mujeres Votantes de Milwaukee.
Well, thank you so much for your introduction now. What does your organization do to support the Latino vote?
Okay, so we, at the CBA, first of all, the CBA, Comité por el Voto Latino, was created by the League in the year 2017 in an effort to support the Spanish-speaking population on our civic right and responsibility to vote. We try to have all the information pertaining to voting both in Spanish and English. And yeah, sorry, that's it.
No, that's great to know, So, ¿qué servicios brinda la organización para apoyar el voto latino?
El Comité por el Voto Latino fue creado por la Liga en el año 2017 en un esfuerzo por apoyar a la población de habla hispana en nuestro derecho cívico y responsabilidad de votar. Tratamos de dar toda la información relacionada con la votación y las elecciones, tanto en español como en inglés. Okay, sorry.
No, that's it. Were you done or did you?
We do a lot of stuff. For example, we organize and participate in different events such as fairs and organized by the community, like the barrios, the churches, the schools, etc. And we concentrate particularly in the south side of Milwaukee, which is where the vast majority of the concentration of population of Spanish speakers is. And we try to help the people to register to vote. We distribute material pertaining information regarding how to register to vote, how to vote itself, about the elections, about the candidates. We try to distribute as much information as we can.
Well, that's great to know, for the community, especially in the south side of Milwaukee. So, ¿qué servicios brinda la organización para apoyar el voto latino?
Again, so what we do, perdón. So, organizamos y participamos en diferentes eventos, tales como ferias organizadas por la comunidad, los barrios, las iglesias, las escuelas, y nos concentramos particularmente en el lado sur de Milwaukee, en la zona sur, que es donde está la mayor concentración de población de habla hispana. Ayudamos a las personas a registrarse para votar, distribuimos material que contiene la información pertinente sobre el registro, cómo registrarse, cómo votar, las elecciones, los candidatos, etcétera.
Mira, qué bien. Mucha buena información para saber, ¿verdad? Could you explain what it means for an organization to be nonpartisan and how that helps the community?
Sure. The idea of non-partisan means we do not represent any party, not the Republicans, not the Democrats, not nobody. We don't go for them nor against them. We just ask them questions and try to distribute the information of everybody so the voter can actually have a better understanding of who is there, no matter which candidate or which party we do not represent any party.
Oh, ok. ¿Nos podrás explicar qué significa que una organización no sea partidista y cómo ayuda eso en la comunidad?
Sí, la liga no es partidista. Lo que quiere decir es que no representamos a ningún partido político en nuestro trabajo de divulgación y educación. No representamos ni a los demócratas ni a los republicanos. Solo compartimos información que ayuda a las personas a tomar su decisión sobre quién votar. Quisiera agregar que si bien la Liga es una organización no partidista o apartidista, no somos apolíticos. O sea, sí participamos en la arena política, en la lucha por defender los derechos de las mujeres, de los inmigrantes, de los votantes en general, tanto en tribunales como en las respectivas legislaturas, por ejemplo.
Ah, ok. Qué bien, qué bien. So, why is it important for Latinos to vote?
Well, it's as important as for anybody to vote. It's our right. It's our given right, and why not use that right to make our voices heard? Don't have a better place to make your voice heard than voting. And I would say, why miss that opportunity? You say, vote for whoever you think will represent you better, you and your interests. And the other way would be allowing others to vote for you, which means they'll do whatever they vote for whoever represents their interests and not necessarily your own. So I think it's very important.
Yeah, that is. So, ¿por qué es importante que los latinos voten?
Es importante para todos votar. Es nuestro derecho, tenemos el derecho de votar y es la plataforma que tenemos para hacernos escuchar, para hacer escuchar nuestras voces, para hacer que se conozcan nuestros intereses, nuestras necesidades. Si no votamos, pues le permitimos a otro votar y defender en su voto sus propios derechos y no los nuestros. Y darles la oportunidad de votar y no usar nosotros. Nuestra oportunidad es perder, ¿no? Es perder la mejor oportunidad que tenemos de hacernos escuchar, me parece a mí.
No, qué bien saber. And Judith, do you always have the information you need to vote for the candidates?
No, not absolutely not always. For example, now the elections, tomorrow elections, one of the things, most important people that we need to vote now, for example, are the judges. And I don't know any of those people. There's no way, I have never met them. And it's so important because they're going to make such important decisions for us. So what I do is try to find as much information as I can. In the case of the League, we have our vote411.org, which is a space where you can find information about all the candidates as much as we can. We ask them questions and they respond to those questions. And we translate those into Spanish so that everybody can read them and understand them.
Okay, and you said that was Vote411?
Right.
www.vote411.org. Awesome. Thank you so much. And then, y Judith, ¿siempre tienen ustedes la información que necesitan a votar para los candidatos?
No, yo no siempre tengo esa información, no conozco mucha gente. Para el voto de mañana, por ejemplo, que entre la mayoría o lo más importante es votar a los jueces, pues no, yo no conozco a ninguno, no sé quiénes son y por lo tanto tengo que confiar en la información que me aparece o que puedo conseguir. En el caso de la liga, tenemos el sitio web de www.vote411.org, que es donde nosotros publicamos la información que los candidatos nos dan. Se les hace preguntas, en general son 5 o 6 preguntas relevantes, y los candidatos tienen el derecho, o sea, responden a esas preguntas, algunos no. Quien respondió a las preguntas traducimos al español y entonces está toda esa información en nuestro sitio web.
Ay, mira, gracias por esa información. Es muy importante saber eso. Y como ven en la pantalla, pusimos el vote414.org.
411.
Is there a contact information or that where people can maybe get a hold of someone at the League of Women Voters if they would like to volunteer or need any additional information?
Okay, so there is this website. We do have website. We are in Facebook. We are in Twitter. We are using the social media. So you can participate that way, or at least contact that way, and then try to find information. And I guess I don't know if everybody uses Facebook, but there is Twitter and Instagram, and I bet I'll find someone to be able to talk with any of those.
Oh, great. So no matter what way, we can get a hold of you guys at the League of Women Voters.
Yeah. There is even a site at our website that you can. It says volunteers, so you can contact that way.
Oh, that's good to know. So,
Yeah.
¿hay alguna información de contacto o cómo pueden las personas contactarse con ustedes si tienen más información o gustaría ser voluntarios?
Sí, tenemos el sitio web, varios sitios web, poner League of Women Voters of Milwaukee, Liga de Mujeres Votantes de Milwaukee, o Comité por el Voto Latino, también hay información. Pero en el sitio web tenemos, bueno, estamos en Facebook, se puede poner Liga de Mujeres Votantes de Milwaukee, y ahí aparece cómo ser voluntario, hay información, hay Facebook, hay Twitter, hay Instagram, estamos en las redes sociales, es muy fácil comunicarse con nosotros.
Pues muchísimas gracias, Judy, por estar con nosotros hoy. Thank you so much, Judy, for being with us today and all that great information.
Muchas gracias a ustedes por tenernos aquí y un honor.
Gracias. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Ana Rodriguez. I am the program manager here at SAC. Today we have a guest joining us from Voter Writers. Welcome, Nick. Could you introduce yourself and discuss your role in your organization?
Absolutely, and thank you for the introduction. My name is Nick Ramos. I am the Wisconsin Voter ID Coalition Coordinator for Vote Writers. And so what does that even look like? Well, at Vote Writers, our big thing is that we're trying to help all those people, and we believe there's about 25 million people across the country that are lacking a valid government issue ID. And so to participate in our democracy and to be able to have your voice heard, we are trying to help every individual that needs help trying to get that valid issued ID. And what we do is we try and pay the fees for that might arise to try and get your ID, as well as we try and help individuals cover the cost for underlying documents like getting their birth certificate or social security card. And we also pay for the transportation for individuals to get to the DMV, the health department, the social security office. We want to break down the barriers that end up coming up when people try and get their documents. If the way I look at it, the ID is your ticket to the game. And if you don't have an ID, you're not able to participate in voting here in Wisconsin. And so we want everyone that's eligible to be able to cast their vote.
No, that sounds great. We always need any assistance like that. Unfortunately, people don't have rides all the time. So it's nice that you guys offer that for them. I did hear that there is no cost, you said?
That's right. So we are a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization. We don't care how you vote. We just want you to vote. And our services are free of charge to the individuals that come to us and ask for help to try and get these documents.
Oh, great. Awesome. And then is there a contact information or a link that they can go on to? And
Absolutely. So if you have access to the internet, you can type in voteriders.org and you can get all the information about all the resources that we offer to the communities we serve in. If you've got access to a phone, you can call or text our helpline, and that's 844-338-8743. Again, 844-338-8743. We have staff that are around 24/7 that are willing and able to help you through wherever you are in the process and either getting these documents or getting transportation to get those documents.
oh, that's amazing. And then so not only, are you helping them to get these documents, to get an identification, but do you guys as well offer or help in providing rides to like voting sites and stuff like that, or is just to get their ID?
Yeah, unfortunately, like Vote Rider specifically focuses on the beginning stages of one that's trying to vote. And so for those individuals that are ready and have their, the documents in order and they're ready to go vote, we have other partner organizations across the state that we can refer you directly to. And they offer up rides like Souls to the Polls and some of these other orgs that are in our communities. But we are exclusive to trying to help you get your ID or those underlying documents to get your ID.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, that's good to know so that you don't have all these people calling you for a ride, but more for helping and getting the information or, the identification you need for the day of the elections. Well, thank you, Nick, for joining us today and for all that great information. And we hope to see you in the future.
Hey, thank you so much.
Take care. Bye. And now a message from our Executive Director, Tammy Rivera. Y ahora un mensaje de nuestra directora ejecutiva, Tammy Rivera.
My name is Tammy Rivera, and I have the great honor of serving as the Executive Director for SOC. There are two things I want to encourage your action on today. The first is to ensure that the vote that you're giving today is powerful all year round. And the second is for you to join with us this year on our 32nd anniversary for our 30+2 and You campaign. So let me explain both those things. Today is a really critical democracy day where you're going to vote in the people who are going to represent you. It's important, though, for you to stay connected to your vote all year round, not just on voting day. And how do we do that? We do that by holding our elected officials accountable to the promises they made during their campaign and to the role that they take on. And we also do that by following what is happening with our taxes, like in the budgets, to make sure that they reflect our priorities and what that money is being used for, and by following what action our elected officials are taking. So what's happening in policies and decision making. If you're new to any of that, SOC is here to partner with you and get you involved on how to do that. And a lot of that is available digital now. So you can do that virtually. And so that's one thing. Voting today, please go out and vote. We're giving you so much information today, and I'm so grateful to our staff for putting it all together. The second thing I wanted to encourage you about is our anniversary and the campaign that we have. So we want you to join us to ensure that your voice, your vote, and that you have a vehicle to address your needs and dreams are solid all year round. So we launched our 30+2 with You campaign. And what we're doing is recruiting block leaders, a leader on each block. We're hoping an adult and a youth for each one of the Southside blocks. And we're hoping those leaders will be willing to be ambassadors with the neighbors on their block. So it's a really clean, simple way you can make a difference. If you, in a second, we're going to show you our poster for the campaign, and we're going to put a link in the comments that'll take you right to a registration form. But we really want you to be with us for this 32nd year of service, but also to make a big impact in our community post-pandemic, especially. So we're going to go ahead and show that flyer, and I'll walk you through the 30+2 with you campaign. All right. So for the next 32 days, we invite you, our Southside neighbors, to join our very first group of 32 block leaders. Our goal is to recruit 16 adults and 16 youth. And then, as I said earlier, you'd be ambassadors to your block of the neighborhood, making sure people's needs and dreams come through. The way to start out is to fill out a registration form with the link in the comments below. So happy election day. Make your voice and vote count. And we hope to see you soon in the work that we're doing through our 30+2 with you campaign. And now I'm going to share the message in Spanish for our Spanish-speaking neighbors. Feliz día de elecciones, mi gente. Mi nombre es Tammy Rivera y tengo el gran honor de servir como la directora ejecutiva aquí en SAC. Hay dos cosas hoy en que les espero apoyar su acción. El primero es asegurar que su voto sea poderoso todo el año, no nada más hoy. Y el segundo es invitarlos a unirse con nosotros en nuestra campaña de 32 con usted. La primera, así que hoy es un día crítico en la democracia en que nosotros vamos a votar las personas que nos van a representar. Es igual de importante que usted se mantenga conectado con su voto todo el año, haciendo que los funcionarios que nosotros vamos a electar hoy cumplan con sus promesas y los papeles que ellos han tomado, pero también que siguen lo que está sucediendo con sus impuestos y para qué se está usando ese dinero, y que ustedes siguen la acción y las decisiones que están haciendo nuestros representantes en las políticas y las otras decisiones importantes. Si usted no sabe cómo hacer eso, no se preocupe, que nosotros queremos colaborar con ustedes en poder poner un ojo, como decía mi abuelo, poner un ojo en lo que está pasando. Y tenemos el extra beneficio de poder hacer eso por opciones virtuales, o no tienes que estar en persona. La otra cosa que les quiero apoyar es, este es el 32 aniversario de SOG. No pudimos celebrarlo por la pandemia, pero lo estamos celebrando este año y queremos celebrar eso con ustedes. Queremos asegurar que su voz, que su voto cuenta y que tengan un vehículo para abordar sus necesidades y sus sueños. En esta campaña de 32 con usted, estamos reclutando líderes de cada cuadro en el vecindario, en la zona sur. Y queremos que ustedes estén dispuestos a ser embajadores con sus vecinos de su cuadra. Ahora voy a pedirle al personal que comparten el follete con nosotros y les voy a explicar un poquito más de la campaña y vamos a poner el enlace en los comentarios para que usted se pueda registrar. Ok. No veo muy bien, voy a hacer la lucha aquí. Durante los próximos 32 días, estamos reclutando a ustedes que sean líderes para sus bloques, sus cuadras. Este va a ser el primer grupo de líderes. Estamos con la meta de 32 líderes, 16 adultos, 16 jóvenes que van a ser embajadores para sus cuadras. Para asegurar que las necesidades que ustedes tienen y los sueños se cumplen ahora, especialmente que la pandemia más o menos bajado o se va a terminar. Por favor, únese con nosotros. Tenemos muchos beneficios para ser líder. No hay tiempo para compartir eso con ustedes, pero por favor siguen en el enlace que está en el comentario y nos vamos a comunicar con ustedes para orientarlos un poquito más del programa y ojalá hacer un gran cambio para lo mejor en nuestra comunidad. Gracias y tengan un buen día.
Now, before we end this session, we just wanted to bring up this important information in case you have any problems or had any problems today at the polls. Here is the numbers you can call. Antes de terminar esta sesión, solo queríamos mencionar esta información importante en caso de que hubieran tenido cualquier problema hoy en día en las urnas. Esos son los números a los que pueden llamar. Now, thank you for being with us today and through the whole day. And we hope that you had a great voting day. Gracias por estar con nosotros en esta hora y esperemos que tuvieron un buen día. Hasta luego.